Hey everyone, so I am going to try to do a quick plan with me in my digital. I did not even do my weekly actions yet for this coming up week, but I really need to just lay out all of my weekly overview. So just as a recap, last week I relied solely on this weekly overview. I really didn't do a lot as far as my tasks. We had a heat wave. A lot of this stuff was canceled, changed, rescheduled, different locations. And so digital actually was really kind of nice last week because I was able to change it easily and quickly and not have to worry about a bunch of scratching out marks. I did want to show you what I did in my bullet journal because I am trying to keep this slightly current, and so that way I can have a whole notebook shelved at the end of the year. So this is how I just kind of kept my bullet journal current based off of all of my digital planning. So I kind of just loosely wrote in all of my, sorry, I'm looking for like my highlighter, but I can't find it right now. So I just kind of loosely wrote in all of the things that had been rescheduled or canceled due to the heat because we couldn't have anything outdoors. Everything had to get rescheduled to be moved indoors. I did a quick daily, weekly recap here. I tried to track my meals down here because I always refer to my previous menus, especially when I'm going to serve leftovers. I want to know the day I cooked something so I don't give my family food that has been in the fridge for 10 days instead of 3 days. And so Friday, tonight we're having salmon. Last night we did Swedish meatballs with egg noodles. Okay. And then I just did a lot of deco because I have a ton of stickers and washi that I'm kind of trying to get through really loosely. I'm mixing in a lot of stamping as well. And so I need to kind of just do this type of thing on the beginnings of the weeks that I jumped into digital. Because like I said, I just want to be able to shelve a whole book without having half of the year here, half of the year in digital. I'm also kind of playing in rings. I'm just all over the place, but I've been using my digital mostly. And so I was in the process of trying to jot down kind of like a new recap for next week. I messed up all of my, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually like sketched out, you can see it underneath the washi, like my weekly plan, but I just totally botched it. So I covered it with washi. Okay, that was a really long explanation for I'm gonna do this. What I need to check first is my monthly so I can transfer everything appropriately. So I got a job. Let me zoom in a little bit here. I will clarify. I've had a job. I left a toxic job and just started, well, technically I start Monday. I am going to be starting at a new place. And so I am like extremely high on stress and anxiety right now. So usually when I see everything laid out for the week, it's actually super helpful for me to kind of decrease a lot of that anxiety. So I just wanted to quickly go to my monthly. So I know I usually do like blah, 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 like make them all straight, but I ain't got time for that. Okay. So I did want to just write here, I'm going to change my font, or excuse me, my text color. I'm just going to write heat wave. And then let's redo that line, because I also want to jot down the days. So this we did not do. My soccer, was this Wednesday? Soccer we moved to indoor. Oh, this one we actually moved to the next day. And this was like a class. Where's my lasso tool? I wrote it. I gotta move this. Oh, fudge. Okay, I guess we're just erasing it. Where's my eraser? Because we did move it to I know I could totally type this with all of my text, but they didn't. Wednesday, I think football was just straight up canceled. Oh no, it was moved to indoor too. This one was, God, is this blue or black? Okay, it says black, okay. And then this one was just straight up canceled. This one we did, that one we did. Soccer, Friday night soccer was canceled. Okay, and then this one was indoor. Okay, so let me just look and see what I've got so I know what to transfer to my weekly overview. My schedule is going to be doing a huge overhaul. Not this coming week, but starting September 1st. And so I'm really going to have to pay attention to making sure that I have things written on my weekly page efficiently, because our entire schedule is going to be changing based off of my job. Okay, so Monday we have soccer. Tuesday we have wrestling. And I also need to write in here that my husband is traveling. Okay, so that's Tuesday. I do want to do a huge, like, start work at my new place. And I want that pretty bold. All right, so let's see, so I can make sure to transfer everything appropriately. Stop it, get off of that. Soccer on Monday, soccer and football should be unchanged. And then I don't know if I have, oh, you know what? We added another thing. We have volleyball here. Oopsie, it's not 13, 12. So, September 1st. I don't know if I have September in here yet. Oh, I get to do a September plan with me. I do not have September in here yet, but that's okay. All right. So let's go to, what is it, week 5? And get this sucker done. Okay, so I like my 3 divisions. I feel like that for me works really, really well, because I like to be able to track my time sensitive stuff, my day specific task type stuff, and then my meals. This needs to get moved over a little bit, I think. And maybe this gets moved over a little. It's not bad, right? I feel like it's still off. That's fine. Okay. So Monday we start work. And then we have soccer at night. Okay. And then what did I say? We had Tuesday wrestling. feel like wrestling started at 6:30, but I'll have to check that. Okay, this is huge and this is tiny, so let's go back and change this. Let's go back to 21 on this. All right. Oh, and also, let me do my highlighter. Ooh, I don't want that colored this week. I just want my muted lavender. This is the days. All right. So go back to my text. We will do work. Oh shoot, I got that day wrong. Soccer is 6:30 to 8, and then Preston said he was going to be home later that night, so we've got football. I think 6:30 to 8:30. I think. Okay, I forgot this day I have my doctor's appointment. At 9:30. So my work that day is going to be 11 to 3. Right? Is that, yeah, okay. And then Thursday we have work 9 to 3. And then, so this week is going to be a different schedule than next week for my work. And then football. And I'm not going to write the times in there. And then Friday, I think, is just football. Okay. And then, okay. You know what I think I'm going to actually do is I think I'm going to actually try and color coordinate some of these things too, so visually I think it'll be easier for me. So I'm going to color coordinate based off of the Moxie Life color dots, color codes. So this is mine. Work is red. Oh, I don't like that red though. I like the muted red. Work, 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 okay. And then these can be family things. Okay, I like that. It kind of looks messy, but visually I think it'll be easier for me to kind of see what is going on. So let's do down here my weekly tasks, which is definitely going to be home because it's going to be the first of the month. You know what I'm going to do first? So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want that there. Okay. And then I'm going to use my highlighter for weekly tasks. I'm going to have quite a few because I do a lot at the very beginning of the month for the house. Okay, so I'm going to microphone this. Sanitize dishwasher, new line. Sanitize washing machine, new line. Descale coffee pot, new line. Sometimes this stuff is funny. And we just did the air filter for the house. Dust fans, new line. All right, hang on. I'm looking in my bullet journal right now because I have a monthly chores list. Here it is. What else do I need to do? Okay, I think right now that's it. All right, so this is going to be the schedule. This is going to be my tasks. And then my other one is going to be menu. Okay, so our menu for the week is highly based off of our week schedule because as you can see, we have a ton of stuff in the evening. Most nights we don't get home until 8 or 8:30. And so that basically means that we are crock potting or instant potting all of our food. So I have not come up with a weekly menu yet this week, but I just needed to get this stuff down kind of like out of my brain because I do have like day specific tasks on Monday, for example. I have a lot of paperwork to fill out. And childcare papers. To start all of those things. And I always do a coffee photo with my dad and my bestie on Monday. These things, I think, honestly, we're just going to have to wait until the weekend because we're going to be so busy now during the week that I'm not going to be able to space out a lot of this stuff throughout the week like I have been all summer. And so I will assign these tasks to the day, not today, at a different time. Okay, I think that's honestly all that I'm going to be doing right now. I will use my daily pages this week because I'm actually going to bring this with me to work so I can use it for a lot of my work stuff as well. So I'll show you real quick my plans for work. I'm actually going to be using one of the notebooks. So my neutral notebook I kind of had originally set out for my personal stuff. And so I think I'm going to use the colorful notebook. Excuse me, I didn't ask for you. I'm going to use the colorful notebook for work. And so this has already been work from a previous job. So I've got a lot of notes and stuff in there already. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on tab 3, and I wanted to kind of show you guys all of the layouts that we have available. And this is one of the reasons I'm going to use it for work is because there's like, I don't know, a ton of layouts. So you have a regular lined, you have a lined 2-column. This honestly is probably going to be what I'm going to be using the most. This is just a legal pad. And this is going to be a lot of my meeting notes, my tasks, my responsibilities, and I'm going to use this as like a bullet journal code. And so I'll actually just, I didn't realize that they were all, okay, so regular lined, dot grid, graph, plain. And then you have this, I can't remember what they called it. Maybe it was like a habit tracker. I think here's your 2-lined columns. These are like your Cornell meeting notes, a graph version, a dot grid version, and a blank version. This is the legal pad that I'll be using probably quite a bit. You have this, which I think is actually going to be really good for a lot of my work goals because I'm going to have like employee conferences, staff meetings. I'm going to have a lot of like research to do because the building is going to be going under construction and a contact list and stuff like that. And then here is a 2-lined with check boxes. So, I mean, there's just so much stuff. And they also have like even a monthly. So this is like the monthly goals, color coordinated to the Moxie Life. And then this one I'm going to use as well, because this is going to be, hang on, let me copy this page. go to number 3. Okay, maybe I've already started that. Okay, well, I've already got one here, so we're gonna just rename this. So let me clear this page. Let me rename this to September. And I was gonna paste the page, but I've already got that in here. And so it looks like I already set up this for my December for work. So I was gonna put my work schedule in here. I was gonna do all of my weekly tasks and one-on-ones and employee conferences here. And then I have no idea what my plan was because this was a different job. So I have a lot of this stuff kind of like already set up, which is actually extremely exciting. So we're gonna retitle this to September. And then we're just gonna include my first week or my last week of August in it as well. So here we're gonna do a Monday start. Okay, I'm not gonna do this right now. I'll do this off camera because it's gonna take a while because I have to do the date dots and stuff. There's actually a sticker packet that Moxie Life makes for that, but I'll do this off camera because it's work and it's, you know, I'm not gonna be sharing a lot of that. But anyways, the reason I got into that, because I have squirrel brain, is I am gonna be using my daily pages for work. And so once I get to work, I can kind of spend the first couple of days doing a couple of things, and I'll be able to utilize my daily pages quite a bit for that. And so on that note, I'm not gonna be able to do a flip of my daily pages, but we're just gonna leave it at this for now. And then I think I'm gonna be using my bullet journal kind of the same way I did this week, where it still had all of my stuff in it. I still have my monthly calendar current and up to date because I wanna be able to shelve an entire year for archiving purposes. And I think I am just going to do something similar to this for this week here and just do like a decorative kind of the basics, the big things that I did, the meals, and like a weekly recap. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know that was kind of quick. I know that that was not like the best filming, but I just wanted to share and get this filmed and get this put up for the weekend. But if you have any questions, as always, you know how to reach me. I'll leave the links for my Instagram and everything down below, or you can just leave a comment. But thank you, and I appreciate you. Have a good night.